The attic smelled of dust and forgotten memories. Anna hadn't stepped foot inside it for years, but when she found herself back in her childhood home after her mother's passing, she couldn't resist the pull of nostalgia. She ran her fingers over the old wooden trunk tucked into the corner, the same trunk where she used to hide her most precious belongings. Lifting the lid, she uncovered stacks of faded papers, yellowed with time. But one bundle, wrapped in a delicate blue ribbon, caught her attention. As she untied it, she realized they were letters she had written to someone but never sent. David. His name leaped off the page, as powerful now as it had been all those years ago. She traced the letters with trembling fingers, memories flooding back. He had been her first love, the boy with the easy smile and kind eyes who had made her feel seen in a way no one else had. Their story had been one of missed chances, of words left unsaid in love that had never been given a chance to bloom. She had written to him so many times, pouring out her heart onto the pages, but fear had always stopped her from sending them. Her hands shook as she unfolded the first letter. David, I don't know if you'll ever read this, but I need to write it anyway. There are things I should have said when I had the chance, but I was too afraid. Afraid of what it would mean, afraid of what I might lose. But the truth is, I have loved you from the very start. A lump formed in her throat. She shuffled through the letters, each one a time capsule of her heart's longing, of moments she wished she had been brave enough to claim. Why had she never sent them? Why had she let silence take the place of what could have been? A sudden determination filled her chest. Grabbing her phone, she typed in his name. Would he even remember her? Would he have moved on? A quick search told her he still lived in the same town. Before she could second-guess herself, she grabbed her coat and the bundle of letters and drove to the address listed online. The small bookshop where he worked looked exactly the same. Stepping inside, she spotted him almost immediately. His hair was a little grayer, his face more lined, but when he looked up and met her eyes, recognition flickered instantly. Anna! His voice was soft, uncertain. She swallowed hard, pulling the letters from her bag. I wrote these for you, a long time ago, and I never sent them. He took them, eyes scanning the pages before looking back at her, something unreadable in his gaze. I have something for you, too. He led her to the back of the shop and pulled out a small box, setting it gently on the counter. Inside were letters addressed to her, never sent. Her breath caught. All those years, all that time apart, and yet they had both been writing to each other, both too afraid to reach out. I never stopped thinking about you, Anna, he whispered. Tears welled in her eyes. Neither did I. And just like that, time folded on itself. The letters that had once been lost to silence had finally found their voice, bringing with them a second chance they had never dared to dream of.